You're going to find out if it was the wrong guy or not, if the next guy does any better. I mean, it's not going to be McCann for very much longer. That's been pretty clear. He's only been offered the job through this homestand, and a lot of people are thinking it might not last that long. So McPhail will come in and try to get a new manager, and then we'll find out. He'll get a new general manager and a new manager, and everybody will find out soon enough what this team was capable of. Certainly wasn't capable of winning under Sandberg, and everybody knew it, including Sandberg, who just said, okay, look, I had my shot at it. It's not working. Time to go. And I really think if you thought, from what I could tell, listening to everybody, it was pretty clear that changes were coming anyway, so he wasn't going to hang around and wait for it.
Yeah, and a lot of people say, look, hey, he beat them to it. Some people would say he quit on them. How do you read it, Jack? He could see where the wind was blowing. The guy's 40 games under 500 for $160 million payroll, and I'm not ripping the guy. I'm not belaying. It's the big leagues. This is the way it is. You're 40 games under 500 with that payroll. It's one way or another. You're going. You're out. And he knows it. He's been around long enough. So he did it this way. It was I don't consider it quitting. What did he quit? They weren't going to win anyway. So no. It was just I would more characterize it as just getting out before the upheaval. So he's the first one to go this way, and it'll make it easier for the next team president or general manager. He won't have to fire a manager. It's already been done for him. Yeah, obviously that's something that if Andy McPhail is the guy, we're anticipating that he probably is, that he was probably going to do anyway. What about the general manager? He's still kind of hanging on here. Do you anticipate, or do you think he should follow suit, or will he just wait for his time at the firing squad here?
Yeah, he's on an indication that he's following suit and ready to resign. But the more you listen to Sandberg today, the more he was kept repeating that, the changes are going to come. And he said change. He said changes, and everybody knows what changes are. So once the changes come, the new general manager will have his choice of managers. So maybe McCann can last until the new general manager picks somebody. See what McCann's going to dazzle anybody here in this homestand, but they'll have a chance to.
I'll talk with columnist.
At least hang through the next general manager and see what the next general manager wants to do.
Yeah, we're talking with columnist Jack McCaffery from the Delco Times. And, Jack, after today, seeing Sandberg, very emotional. I mean, he's up there, in tears. Here's a grown man, Hall of Famer, and he's in tears up there. Is this organization in worse shape than maybe we even thought?
It's not playing well. It's in bad shape, but it's not. It can be corrected. They have money. They have money to spend. They can bring young players. They got young arms in the minor league system. You got a guy like Franco's come up and done well. You got some material to work with. You can flip Hamels for value. You can flip Papelbon for value. There's ways to go. It's nobody stays that bad that long in baseball. You can make a play here or there, and that's what they're going to give McPhail a chance to do. Give him a chance to do it, and it's time for a new set of eyes anyway. So he didn't quit because he saw no light at the end of the tunnel. He quit because he was at the end of the tunnel. He'd already been to the end of the tunnel. They weren't going to win with him. He knew it, and it was time to go.
It's interesting because
next time I'd be able to win.
It's interesting because Andy McPhail was in Chicago when Ryan got put into the Hall of Fame, so they do have some sort of relationship. I guess that would have been an interesting stare down to see if McPhail would have got rid of his former Hall of Fame player.
Well, Sandberg made it easy for him, and that was a lot of what was done today. Sandberg said, I don't want to be an impediment or a block to the next guy coming in and making this decision, so I'm going to go. So the thing is why Sandberg was emotional, I believe, is that he was a guy that, even though he was a Hall of Fame player, he went and paid his dues for a long time in the minor leagues. That climbed up the ladder through the various minor league stages and learned to be a manager. Didn't come right out and say, walk out of Cooperstown and demand to be a manager right away. Was willing to work his way up in the industry. For whatever reason, the Cubs never wanted to hire him. Phillies finally hired him, and I don't never got the sense that they were enthused about it, but it was time for Charlie Manuel to go at that point, so they gave it to the next logical guy, and I think what happened was that Sandberg got emotional when he realized that, I really wanted to do this, and I wanted to be successful at it, and I paid my dues to try to do it, and he just wasn't a good manager, and he may have reasons why he wasn't a good manager, but he just wasn't a good manager. He wasn't a good motivator, wasn't a great X and O guy. He wasn't anybody who's going to get fans excited. It just turned out that he wasn't a very good manager. Most Hall of Famers that have tried it over the years, there's very few that have been great managers. So probably count 2 or 3 off the top of your head.
Yeah, no, and I was going to say, it seems like his Hall of Fame status didn't really pull a lot of clout inside that locker room. It seems like there was just a disconnect between him and this team, almost from Jump Street.
Yeah, his leadership qualities were lacking, I think, and would explain why so many teams have passed on him over the years. Finally had a chance here. A lot of times, hey, listen, you get a shot in life and you make the most of it. It's kind of what he did in baseball. If I recall, he was like 0 for his first 35 or something as a hitter in the major leagues. And people would say, it's kind of going to get a hit. Turned out he became a Hall of Fame player. So everybody kept thinking that, Sandberg would grow into this situation. He just never did. He realized that I think that's why he was emotional today. He realized he's not going to get a chance to be a manager again. He's never going to be a manager again. And it's something that he really, really wanted to try. And I'm certain that he gave it his best. And his best just wasn't enough.
Yeah, it's kind of sad watching him up there today. And obviously, are you a little surprised at all, Jack? Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Cole Hamels, the veteran guys on this team, didn't seem like it bothered them all that much when they spoke today.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying, because I was in there and I was also in the dugout during batting practice, and there was cackling out on the field during calisthenics and things like that. You got to be careful about interpreting that kind of thing. Who knows why they were cackling? Somebody may have said something funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have to agree, Mike. I said the same thing to somebody else. I said it didn't seem like there was a great sense of gloom in that dugout, in that clubhouse. They weren't happy. They didn't have party hats out. They surely respect Ryne Sandberg as one of the greats in the game. And nobody wanted him necessarily gone, but I have to agree that I've been around a lot of managerial and coaching changes over the years, and this wasn't one that left the clubhouse in a real bitter, sour mood. It's almost like, okay, it's time to. We all agree it's time to move on.
How's you said Pete Mackinnon is going to be the new guy? You don't know how long. It seemed like, is he not very happy under the circumstances? And how did he take his appointment as the new interim manager? Very
professionally. He's been an interim manager 3 times. He was an interim manager once, I think, when Charlie Manuel got suspended for a game or 2 here. And he mentioned, I have to look it up, but he mentioned that this is his 3rd time being an interim manager. He's been a manager in the minor leagues. Very, very professional in his approach, very, very clear in his communication. He was a very good player. Wasn't Sandberg, but played in the major leagues, played at a high level in the major leagues. Very prepared to do this at this time. So his reaction was a little bit of shock. Like everybody else, he didn't know what was going to happen today. Really, nobody knew what was going to happen. Sandberg just marched in today, marched upstairs, and resigned, so McCaffery wasn't prepared for it, but handled it more than capably. And as interim managers go, he's the perfect guy for this spot at this time.
All right, Jack McCaffery, columnist from the Delaware County Daily Times. I'm sure getting ready to spin one up on this one as a tenure, 2.5 years, comes to an end. Ryne Sandberg resigns today. We appreciate a couple minutes there, Jack.
Not at all, Mike. Thanks.